One very important name, this is Murray Rothbard. Rothbard was one of the disciples of Mises who were attending the Mises colloquium, the Mises seminar, when I was a graduate student. And his work has been extremely important in the resurgence of Austrian economics over the past quarter century. His unfortunate death a couple of years ago took away a brilliant mind. He was certainly an extraordinarily brilliant person, where genius is perhaps not too extravagant a word to use. His work in Austrian economics is complicated by the fact that he believed that it is not necessary and perhaps not possible to separate one's value judgments from one's science, and as a result, his economics and his libertarian ideology came to be almost inextricably intertwined. And that had, I believe, a rather complicated influence on the image which he presented, and which, in consequence, Austrian economics as a whole came to present to the economics profession. My own view is that Austrian economics, if it is to make any professional headway, cannot be intertwined per se with the libertarian ideology. Libertarian ideology, important as it is, and much as I myself, to the large extent to which I share it, cannot be identified with Austrian economics per se. Austrian economics, I believe, as I mentioned earlier, must be treated as a purely scientific intellectual endeavor from which value judgments have been carefully filtered out. The subsequent deployment of Austrian economics to further libertarian ideals is of course perfectly legitimate. That's exactly what Mises himself wanted us to do, and himself indeed did. Rothbard's work, I'm afraid, did not pursue that pattern, and deliberately so. So he and I disagreed on that particular matter, and we had some other disagreements on matters of doctrine, matters of purely scientific doctrine, which I don't think are of all that importance. Certainly, Rothbard had a very significant influence on the young people who were attracted to Austrian economics precisely by the libertarian ideology which he championed so effectively. So many people who subsequently pursued scientific careers in Austrian economics may have been introduced into that line of intellectual endeavor precisely by the libertarian political concerns, ideological concerns that Rothbard expressed. But his role in the resurgence is unquestioned.